Yeah, I'm a everyday walk my dog like a motherfucking gangster. Gun toaster / gangster. In the 7 on Davins with cash, we be mashing. To the club, seeing who gon' hug who the fastest. Bitches sipping bubbly or drinking thug passion. Niggas get them little pistol shoved in they asses. This 101 round drum take up half the trunk. So punk, we gon' tear this club faster. Detroit niggas only get along with who belong. And if you get on, then we can use you. From 7 and Woodward to 7 and Telly, the west side. With niggas with Cardis, weapons and pellies, yes mine. From 7 and Woodward to 7 and Kelly, the east side. It's murder from Kelly and further east where peace signs and streets.
You're in town for the Live for the Moment concert that's going down at the Elizabeth Theater, right?
It's
or wrong?
crazy how things work. You know, this youngster Jordan, man, I met him when he was like 14 when I was here before doing my motivational speaking. And we hooked up then, and we've been talking for the last like 6 years. And now I come back, he's a grown man. You know,
shout out to Hollis Jordan in the building one time. What up, though? So Live for the Moment concert, man. What's the concept behind this concert besides the name, obviously?
Well, you know, Jordan really put this together, and I'm proud of him. I gave him some books to read when I was here before, and he started, you know, just studying and trying to get the mindset that I believe that we all should have to be a winner. You know what I'm saying? In whatever field you in, you gotta be a winner. And he took the concept and he put this together, and he asked me would I be a part of it, and I told him that definitely I would come down and
round of applause. Man, can you tell us about this book? What is the title of the book off top?
Man, the book is called Freeway Rick Ross Untold Autobiography, but you know, since I've been around the country promoting it, they done named it the Ghetto Bible.
Oh man.
and when I wrote the book, you know, I was in prison with a life sentence without the possibility of parole, and I was trying to do something to give back to the hood for all the good things that I felt had came to me from the hood. And I felt that our young people needed like a guide to guide them through the ghetto.
Got you.
And you know, I really got the idea to do a book from Big Tookie when they was crucifying him. Killing him, or executing him, whatever they call it. I started here, wrote a book about gangbanging, and I was like, well, maybe I should write a book about selling drugs and how you get caught up in the drug game.
Right. I know Jay Will was definitely talking about it before you walked in and whatnot.
I just, this is my whole thing. You know, when you talk to somebody that got a rep, Mr. Ross, this is my thing.
He's better than me.
You know what I'm saying? Just better. I don't like the simple fact that Rick Ross took your name, and I should be able to take, because you represent for the little fellas like me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody might think that he's like Rick Ross size and huge because Rick Ross stole his name, but really, he holding it down for the people like me and the other little fellas that y'all think we ain't cut like that, but we'll mess around and catch life on you, boy. You know what I'm talking about?
When you little, you got to go hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you must have been a beast, because for all the stories I've seen, the American gangsters and all that, I thought you was 7 foot. So for you to do what you did at this height, brother, I am inspired. So y'all better look out for me, because I'm the new Rick Ross.
Something's wrong with this dude. Something's wrong with this dude, man. So Live for the Moment, man. The concert is going down at the Elizabeth Theater tomorrow. Hey, Hollis, would you mind stepping on one time, man? Step on the mic, man. What made you want to put this together, this concert together, Hollis?
Well, you know, we've been doing music for a long time, representing for the city. You know what I'm saying? We signed with Most Action Entertainment, that's the record company. And it was just about that time, you know what I'm saying? We trying to put young artists on. We trying to give everybody an opportunity to shine in a live stage setting, you know what I'm saying? So with the help of Rick Ross, Mario Mostax, Sir Juan, Miss Peggy Simmons, you know, everybody collectively has been, you know, a big help in making this possible.
Now, what's it like working with, having such close ties to a legend like Freeway Rick Ross, man?
You know what? It's kind of like, it's not like I'm starstruck, because it's like fam now. This is my uncle, so it's like he a regular person to me, but everybody else, you know, they going crazy. Oh, you know Rick Ross, but it's pretty much simple for me.
That's real. Yeah. Hey, Rick, man, I just got to give you a round of applause for this being so down to earth. As many conversations as we had, interactions we had, you've always been cut the same way and not super crazy and whatnot.
Never.
So I mean,
I mean, that's really how you gotta be, man. I mean, you know, when you see these guys walking around with all these bodyguards, and I mean, what the hell? I believe that we supposed to stay grounded, and we supposed to come back to the hood and bless the ones who really supported us, because without them, there ain't no me. Without the hood, I'm done, you know, because the other people, they don't support me. They don't buy my books. they don't bring me out to speak. So I gotta stay grounded. I gotta respect the people who respect me.
Now, I have a question for you, because he just touched on something earlier that I'm sure everybody's riding in the car. We've interacted, as so Greg, on many occasions. But for people who are not familiar with, you are the original Rick Ross. Because, like, there are kids right now. I have an 18-year-old. She thinks that Rick Ross is Rick Ross.
Yeah. A lot of
it's
people
William
do that.
Roberts.
They
So,
ask me when they come up to me and say, "Well, what about the real Rick Ross?"
right. So, have you had a conversation with William Roberts?
We had one when
He does too.
we had one when I was in jail, but not since jail. I mean, you know, right now he got some animosity toward me. You know, behind the lawsuit. It was a lawsuit. And I sued him. You know, the lawyers told me Warner Brothers and Universal owed me a few $1 million, and I wanted to collect.
I want that check.
You
So,
know
did you
what
get
I'm
your
saying?
money?
I didn't.
You didn't. Are you still trying to get your money?
No, not that way.
So what was it about that
Round of
lawsuit?
applause.
Oh, give me some.
Last round of applause.
What was it about that lawsuit that made you want to go after it? Was it because someone is using your name and they're profiting from it? Or do you mind if someone says, when I grow up, I want to be like Rick Ross?
Well, take Freeway for instance.
Okay.
You know, Freeway used to write me letters. You know, ask me if I need anything, that he would reach out and help me, and the other guy, he just didn't do that, and that was just, and I never took nothing from Freeway.
So for people who don't know what you're talking about, Freeway is from New York, right?
Philly rapper.
I'm sorry, from Philly, and he also, that name came from you.
Exactly. He said that I'm his hero,
Inspiration, yeah.
and
Yeah.
he looks up to me, and the whole nine. I mean, he came.
Did you
on
try to
video
collect a
and said-
check?
No, because
He paid.
I felt that William should have did the same, and he did do that. If I had that recording from the penitentiary when I first called him that first day that he talked on the phone, I mean, it was like
He was humbled.
he was real humble.
So for people who don't, because there's a lot of young people right now that's listening to the radio. For people who don't know why, because they're probably wondering, like, why these guys, why did they want to have the same name as you? What was it about your lifestyle? Because some people don't know the history.
Well, you
Good
know,
or bad?
I started off selling drugs when I was 19 years old. I started with $125. I eventually had days, not every day, but I made $3 million in one day.
Excuse me. Can I change my name to Delicious Freeway Radio? You did what? What?
I had days that I made $3 million. For 2 years, I made $1 million every single day.
Damn, I'm sorry, Greg. I knew some stuff. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
3
So
million
I
too.
touched a lot of street cats. You know, a lot of cats ate.
What you do?
I sold cocaine.
Oh.
I was a cocaine dealer. So a lot of street cats, you know, they ate off of what I was doing, and that built a reputation up for me that I have. Even on my federal indictment, it said that I was considered a black Robin Hood, a modern day Robin Hood.
Meaning you gave back? Because a lot of people ate off of you.
A lot of people ate off of me. I don't know if you can really consider selling cocaine, giving back.
No, I didn't know if you meant like, the money ended up going, you literally put it
stayed in the hood. I mean, the hood.
It circulated.
The hood was flourishing.
That's
You
right.
know, I mean, because in the drug business, the money trickles down, whether you like to say that or not. Because, guys who make money, they go buy cars, they go to the stores, they get their mama's money, they get their girlfriend's money. So money starts to generate in the hood, which is something that doesn't happen in the black community pretty much no other way, because we don't own any
Okay, and then
business.
bringing it to the day, eventually you got caught up
I got caught up.
and you served time.
I did 20 years.
God
He did a
dang.
20 ball. Now, let me
But I
ask
had a
you-
life sentence without the possibility of parole. That means that you're never supposed to get out. I studied the law, and I wound up getting on my case
Round of
overturned.
applause, man. Round of applause.
Who was the coldest dude in the dope game that you ever seen do it before? Like, dog, this dude is scandalous.
Did
When
you
you talking about when
satisfy?
I was coming up, Tootie Reese was my first real. Superfly was my first TV hero.
Just
and
told
then
them that.
Tootie Reese was the first street guy that I looked up to, and I guess Bo probably was the one who topped it off
Top it
after
off.
me.
Okay, there it is.
So I guess you know, those be the guys.
Like hearing them
that I would
names
say.
that don't nobody know. Like, you don't know about Tootie Reese, boy. You know what I'm saying?
But he on something different now.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
definitely on something
Tootie
different.
Reese was a guy that Superfly was after.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, but I don't want y'all to think he definitely,
Yeah, you
he
on something
one
different
brother
now.
that went to jail, you could tell he came out rehabilitated. He's
Oh, no
a
doubt,
positive,
no doubt.
he's
You
a
know, when
very
I went to
positive
jail,
guy.
I couldn't read or write.
Yeah.
You know,
And now you writing
I taught
books and
myself
you
how to read. I won my own issue in the law library, and that's something that I tell the young kids when I go to school. You know, just because you may not be able to read today, don't mean that you can't read.
Right.
All you
Yeah.
have to do is start putting forth the effort. And what I found out about myself is that I had never really tried to read. It wasn't that I was dumb, even though I felt I was dumb, but I never was dumb. I just had never put forth a real effort to accomplish that goal.
Hey,
Now
well,
you passed the effort.
You doing
Writing
your
books.
thing, man. Of course, man.
No doubt.
The
Movies.
the movies, autobiography.
Yeah, movies. I had a meeting yesterday with King Tech, and Sway was on the line about doing a TV series. We're working on a TV series, so a lot of stuff in the works right now for me.
Who would you want to play you in a TV
Don't go there. Don't
Come
go
on,
there.
yeah,
I gotta
No,
know.
we
I
can't
got
go
to
there.
know this. I gotta know this.
Because I can grow my
Man,
beard
I
if
done
you want
talked
me
to
to grow my
everybody,
beard.
man. I done talked to everybody in the industry. Don Cheetah, you know, Dan
That would be a good look.
Nick Cannon.
Wait a minute, slow down.
Let's stick with Don.
let's
Cheadle.
not go back.
Yeah, let's not go.
Nick is
there.
our man, but I don't know.
We
Do
gotta
you
get
think Nick
somebody
can do
young
that?
though. We
Gotta
gotta
get a
somebody
young one. Okay, I got you.
It's about somebody got to be 23 years old. So
Got you.
You know, we talked to Jamie Foxx. I mean, we didn't talk to everybody about it, and everybody, you know, was interested in helping.
It's gonna be good.
But at the end of the day, you know, right now we got Reginald Hutland running the point on it.
Okay,
And
great.
He's gonna get to pick who played what, and I'm just gonna sit back and like
Collect
y'all
the
do
check
y'all
like
thing.
you did back in the
Hey
day.
man, what's that?
Look, we started out with 200 tickets. We have sold out, so you can pay $15 at the door, and you'll still be able to get a spot in.
There it is. We appreciate that, Rick, man.
I appreciate
Freeway,
y'all.
Rick Ross,
Appreciate y'all, man.
any last words to the city? Where can we get your book at?
Oh man, I'm gonna have some books with me at the thing. They can also go to my website, freewayrickross.com, and get the books. You know, I just appreciate being here, man, and everybody. You know, get ready. The summer's coming around. Let's everybody stay safe, man, and get our money up.
There it is. Side 1075. It's the morning heat, man. One more time, Freeway. Rick Ross.
Like Rick Ross.
Let's get into this brand new Trey song. It's called Nobody Else But You, man. It's the morning heat. Rick, thank you very much, brother.
We down here at 107.5 with the real Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see what size he is, so you know how
Too little,
Too little. We out here. We get money. You better respect us. $1 million a day. Rick Ross, fat boy, you ain't never made $1 million a day. You don't even make $1 million a year. Give a nigga's name back too.
Ooh.
Our caddy,
Yeah.
big man, Rick Ross. Wait a minute. The real Rick Ross.
That's right.
The real Rick Ross. That's the man. How you doing, black man? Looking good. Hey, well, I know this man. Come on in. Yeah, I'm doing here. Yeah.
You can make me a vegan burger
Okay, I got you, Rick. Yeah, I got you, my man. Yeah.
with sweet potato fries.
Okay, I got you.
Let's try
You
that.
want the whole thing or you want the soy base?
It's land, dog. Your bitch know, don't let your bitch go. It's the hip hop lab, man. We got Freeway, Rick Ross, man. What's up with you, man?
Man,
Honor,
I'm good.
pleasure.
What's happening with you?
Man, I can't call it. What brings you to the D, man? First and foremost.
Well, I come down. One of my nephews hit me up, say he want me to come through for a concert at the Ghetto. Here I am.
A little bit on the concert, man. What's that about?
So basically, the Live for the Moment concert is presented by Most X Entertainment. Because everybody knows we got Rick Ross coming out as a special guest. The whole point of this concert, man, is to give the best underground talent in the city, an opportunity to perform on a live stage and entertain the people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody done worked hard. You know, everybody's young. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it. So we want to give them people an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We coming up, so we want to bring other people with us. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be one of the biggest shows in the city for this year.
I feel that. So you got a heavy ties in with Detroit, man.
Yeah. Detroit love me. I love Detroit.
Okay, I feel that. So, I mean, everything that you accomplished, like, in your life, man, I mean, like, if you could just pick certain few, like, key things, what would you say would be the most rewarding?
Winning my federal case.
Winning?
Yeah, winning my federal case was like one of the greatest days ever, because when you get a life sentence in the feds, it's like having a death sentence, it's like being dead. And even when we walked the yard, we used to talk about being the living dead. And it's crazy now that, even Obama pardoned a few of my guys who I walked the track with and just for us to be out. The morning one took me out for breakfast, picked me up in the airport when I flew in from Oregon, took me out for breakfast, and me and him just to be like, we riding on the freeway together, like we used to walk the track together, both of us. He had 4 life sentences, I had 2. And for us to be like riding on the 405 freeway together, going to get breakfast, he like, I'm treating you to breakfast today, it's like, wow, how things can change, but both of us developed inside the pen, he wasn't studying law when I first got there, but he started studying the law, and I won my appeal before he did, but then he eventually won his appeal, so it was just a testimony to both of us, because we both in the same neighborhood, grew up alike, and, went down the same paths.
So it's a lot of people who thought you would never come home.
Yeah, a lot of them did. My lawyer did. He told me to take the rest of my money and put it on my books for commissary.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of people had wrote me off, but I didn't write myself off.
Would you come home to anybody like extending their hand and really looking up?
No. What I found out though, most people really didn't have the laws, and they don't have the rules and the bylaws of how to come up, so most of my friends was doing dirtball bad when I come home, they was, people was like, man, they've been waiting on you for 20 years.
I mean, at one point you had actually, you say you had like 3 million, like you could actually see it, like hold it and touch it.
No, I didn't hold it and touch it, but I stacked up on the floor and look at it. Well, with me, money is just a tool. Money is not something that you cherish. I enjoy making it. I think it's fun to make it and fun to have so that you can help your family. It's good when your family member call you and say, hey, my house no due. They just took my car. My car got impounded. I ain't got no food in the house to be able to say, here a couple $100 to go and take care of what you need. You ain't got to be stressing like that, because some people, they get stressed out. Yeah, when I was in that game, it became to my attention that, not being noticeable, was an advantage. To be able to walk somewhere and nobody knew who you were was an advantage. Then walking in, everybody knew who you were before you knew who they were.
Right.
So I would rather catch people by surprise than to have them catch me by surprise. So I started dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, and that helped me in the game. When a lot of my friends, who had the fancy cars and, and the houses and everything, they got indicted before I did.
Now that we in 2017 and you see like that, a lot of people that selling drugs and doing other things, like they broadcast it on Instagram and, just put everything online. Does it kind of take you by surprise?
Yeah, that's amazing to see people going there flashing their money and their drugs and well, marijuana is a little different though, it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand doing that, but to be on there with syrup and cocaine and heroin and all that, I think is retarded because the government gonna use that against you when you go to court. And
right.
You can say whatever you want to say, but they're gonna be saying this is evidence of your crime.
Rick Ross, I don't know how you address him. Like I don't know that.
William Roberts.
William
Roberts.
Roberts
called him Mr. Roberts today. I think.
Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts just dropped a CD, and the base of the really focus of the CD is how how Birdman is kind of like stopping Wayne from really flourishing and doing this thing, like holding him back, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that really make you feel? Because in a sense, you know what I'm saying, he could be doing the same thing because you have his name. I mean, he has your name, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know much about that, you know, what he said on the album or anything like that there, but, you know, I mean, anything he say is counterfeit to me. You know, he'd have to start from the beginning and start off saying, this is William Roberts, not Rick Ross, and I'm making a statement as William Roberts. If he ain't doing it like that, then anything that he say, you know, is counterfeit because, you know, he knows nothing about the streets. The only business experience that he has is from being a correctional officer. So he looks at it strictly from the opposite side of the fence, you know, from where I'm from. So we just don't relate, you know what I'm saying? Our point of views are totally different. So what he said about Lil Wayne and Baby, you know, like Eric B, I was on Eric B show one day and he was like, man, this dude wasn't at the gate with a bag of money and a brand new car for you when you walked out.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm saying?
it's like
come on, man, if you're a street dude, you know you're supposed to have a care package for your man when he come home. You know, especially somebody that's gonna help you get some bread. So
right, so regardless of the situation, you know what I'm saying, he knows what's up. What you did gave him that name, so at least he could throw you a bag or something.
and he really loved me too. You know, he really loved me. I mean, you gotta love somebody to tattoo your name, their name on your hand, and name. I mean, you can name your kid after somebody, would be like a tribute to that person. But when you name a grown man name himself after you, you know, that's taking it to a whole nother level.
This book that you got, man, tell us a little bit about it, the autobiography.
That's the Ghetto Bible.
The Ghetto Bible right here. You need to look and everybody go get this thing,
Man,
man.
they better go get it. I've been telling them they slipping on it. The street dudes they've been eating it up. You know, I'm right now about 14,000 copies in. I get it printed in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all printed this thing up.
That's 100.
So you know what I'm saying? This 40 y'all. But yeah, man, it basically was it's like a letter from me, from the pen with a life sentence to the hood. You know, like, this is what, if I had to do it all over again, this is how I would do it.
Okay, yeah, so everybody need to check that out.
I mean, I've been trying to tell them, but they slipping. They gonna see though, you know, when they look up, and then I'm gonna be hard to touch. They'll be like, man, I'm trying, well, you might have to get one unautographed.
They on Amazon?
Yeah, they're on Amazon, but don't go to Amazon, go to my website, rickrossbooks.com, and get that book.
Okay.
Be